Back at it again with another video. Today we are going through UFC Hot Takes. So I hope everyone's having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas. I think this video, I'm scheduling it for the 25th. I'm on the grind, daily uploads, you know me. So scheduling videos ahead so I can spend some time with my family and not talk about MMA for one day. But UFC Hot Takes. Number one. Jose Aldo was never that good. He loses to every single featherweight champion there ever was. You're telling me that I don't care if he's in his prime or not. Prime Jose Aldo lost to Prime McGregor. Prime Jose Aldo loses to Volk. Prime Volk. Prime Jose Aldo loses to current Volk too. Fuck it. Prime Jose Aldo loses to Max Holloway and current Max Holloway. Ilia Topuria versus Prime Jose Aldo would be kind of like, I think that's just disrespectful. Like Ilia Topuria is the new generation of fighters is so much more skilled than the last generation. It's not even funny. It's Jose Aldo is one of the most over. I hate this thing. All these old fighters. This is in general. I'm not just picking on Aldo, even though I really not a big Aldo fan. But this whole generation of fighters in the past gets so overrated just because of defenses. I love Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse has so many defenses because he was fighting tin cans at flyweight. Mighty Mouse is probably one of my favorite fighters of all time, too. But name 3 Mighty Mouse title defenses. Like, come on. They're fighting tin cans. Jose Aldo has a better resume than Mighty Mouse, but come on. Like, I don't know. I don't see this Jose Aldo as a top 5 fighter for sure. Like, maybe, yeah, he's top 10 for sure. But come on, bro. Come on. He's not. He was never that good. Skillfully, I think he gets washed by, I think Brian Ortiz, no, okay, I'll chill with all that. But skillfully, I think a lot of current featherweights would beat Aldo, personally. I really do. I think he's very overrated. Next hot take, Patty the frickin' Batty. This guy is so underrated right now. I'm sorry. He beats Michael Chandler, too. Like, I think he has a really good shot against Michael Chandler. Patty, ever since the Jared Gordon fight, I think everyone has been underrating Paddy Pimblett so much. I think Paddy Pimblett has what it takes. I don't think he'll be champion. I'm not saying that. It's possible he just auras his way with plot armor to the belt, but I see him as a top 5, top 7 lightweight fighter for like a couple years of his career. I really do. I think people underrate Paddy because of the Jared Gordon fight. That was one fight. The rest of his UFC career has been, he gets caught. He needs to work on his defense, obviously, but his UFC career has been pretty flawless. The Bobby Green fight was very impressive to me. He submitted Bobby Green in a round, dominated him. I thought that was very impressive. And this next hot take kind of goes off of this. Paddy Pimblett is better than Renato Moicano, bro. I'm sorry. Moicano is overrated, bro. I hope Beneil Dariush wins. I don't know how refreshed Beneil's chin is going to be, but I think it's very possible that Beneil wins. Beneil has if Beneil has an okay chin in this fight, I think he wins. Beneil has really good grappling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be frank. I picked him to beat Charles Oliveira. I did. I really did. And Beneil's lost to Armand and Charles. Both losses were bad knockouts. That's the thing. That's what I'm worried most about Beneil with is his chin. But I really do think that Beneil has more of a shot than people are giving him in this fight. I think Moicano is very overrated. I really do like Moicano. I like his personality. I think he's hilarious. But I don't think he's as good as people hype him up to be. He gets hit. He almost got finished by Jalen Turner on 300. Remember that. Remember, Jalen Turner almost finished him. Like, we got to chill with Moicano. Imagine Moicano fighting Gaethje. Imagine Moicano fighting Poirier. It wouldn't even be close. This guy, I don't think he's a top 5 fighter. I don't think he's a top 5 echelon fighter, and I think Paddy Pimblett beats him. I'm sorry. I really do. But the next hot take is we are witnessing, call me a casual for this. Maybe I'm overreacting. We are witnessing the downfall of Poatan. I think his next fight against Ankalaev, if he doesn't duck Ankalaev, he's going to lose. I think he looked slow against Khalil Roundtree. Yeah, I think he was sick or whatever, but every fight we see him in, I feel like, besides the Yuri fights, I don't know. When someone's not completely catered to his style, I feel like he struggles. For example, Jamal Hill, Jamal Hill's footwork is horrible, and he didn't mix in the wrestling at all. He got KO'd. Yuri Prochazka mixes in the wrestling, actually has success in the first fight at MSG. He had success in the wrestling. He took Pereira down, if I remember, once or twice, and he was holding him there. And Yuri was, if I remember correctly, I think Yuri won round one, in my opinion. It was a close fight, but Yuri really did have success. And I think if you put someone like Ankalaev there, who's going to mix in the grappling, hopefully Ankalaev's not dumb and just stands in front of him and my whole take gets ruined. But if you have Ankalaev mixing in takedowns as a high-level wrestler with skillful striking, Ankalaev is a skillful striker with power in his hands. He knocks people out. Yeah, you're going to say, oh, he just knocked out Johnny Walker. That's not impressive. No, he knocks out a lot of people. Ankalaev is a good fighter. I think Ankalaev has a... I'm picking Ankalaev. I think he has a greater chance of winning this fight than Pereira. That's my take. Next hot take is Jon Jones is becoming underrated. I am the biggest Jones hater of all time. I really do not like Jon Jones. But come on, guys. Like, I pick Aspinall over him, but this guy has a shot against Aspinall. He can beat Aspinall. Like, he looked good against Stipe. Yeah, Stipe's 42 in that fight, but he looked damn good. And my other hot take for Jones is that this isn't really a hot take, but he lost to Dominic Reyes. Like, come on. We all watched the fight. I rewatched the fight a couple times. I really think he lost, but I don't know. I think Jones. People are writing off Jones in the Aspinall fight, including me. I was before the Stipe fight because I thought after the Cyril Gane fight, I was impressed by his grappling, but Tom Aspinall's not going to just. You're going to sit there and let me take you down, John? Like, Tom Aspinall's not going to do that. He has really good grappling, good submissions. Like, I think Jones is underrated in this fight, though. But my next hot take is in 2025, Peyton Talbot will be a top 5 fighter at bantamweight. I think that Peyton Talbot I think they're going to match him up after his next fight against whoever. I don't even know who this guy is. Barcelos. After Barcelos, he's going to KO Barcelos in the first round. It's Peyton Talbot. And I think after that, he's gonna get like a big step up in competition. I think it's gonna be the type of fight where it's like the Sean O'Malley's Pedro Munoz fight. It's gonna be equivalent to that, to where it's like, okay, yeah, he's fighting someone in the rankings now. We're gonna get this guy, and then his next fight after he beats not Pedro Munoz, but you know what I'm saying, the equivalent fighter. He's gonna get like a top 5 good opponent, and I think we will see Talbot in the top 5 by the end of next year. I think he needs to start being more active too. Like, bro, you KO'd a guy in like 15 seconds, bro, and you're coming back how much 6 months later? Come on, bro. Like, come on. Next, Kamaru Usman. This is for Usman and Izzy. I just was too lazy to get both their pictures up. Their title reigns are overrated. I'm sorry. I love Usman. I love Izzy too. I don't love Izzy, but I love Usman, and I'm amicable with Izzy. We're acquaintances. But I think Usman, who did he beat? He beat Masvidal twice. Like, come on. Masvidal's a borderline top 10 fighter in welterweight. Like, Masvidal got into the top 5 off of smoke and mirrors. He's not a good fighter, and he beat Colby was good at this time. I will admit that. The 2 Colby wins were really good, but come on. Like, he struck with a wrestler. They were both wrestlers, and Usman had slightly better striking, and he won both fights. That's how it worked. Like, I thought Bilal Muhammad's tweet was funny, where it was like, Usman's best wins are going to cardio kickboxing with Colby. I thought that was funny, but those were really good fights. But the only reason he beat Colby is because his striking is slightly better. His wrestling, their really good wrestling games just negated each other, and that just led to whoever was a better striker, and Usman was a better striker, so he won. Adesanya, and the Gilbert Burns win by Usman, that's a good win. That was a really good win. I'm not going to say anything about that. Gilbert Burns at that time was a really good fighter, and I think that was a good win. I think that's Usman's best win of his title reign is Gilbert Burns because of the jiu-jitsu threat of Gilbert Burns. He couldn't wrestle, and he showed leaps in his striking in that fight. That's the fight when I think everyone was like, okay, everyone went from hating Usman. Everyone was such a Usman hater before that fight to like, okay, yeah, Usman's kind of cool. He's actually kind of entertaining as a champion. He fights every 4 or 5 months. But for Adesanya's competition, his defenses, like, okay, Robert Whittaker twice, that's impressive. But I like what Sean Strickland said about Izzy's height. Like, he's good, but his height kind of bails him out a lot. I agree with Sean Strickland in that. And I think, like, who else did Izzy defend against? Jared Cannonier? Like, come on, bro. It's Jared Cannonier. And then I forget his other defenses. I can't lie. I can't lie. But Jared Cannonier is one of his, like, staple defenses. And before that fight, he was like, oh, this is going to be Silva versus Forrest Griffin. Like, come on, bro. Come on. He didn't fight really a lot of great fighters at middleweight besides Pereira. I'd say during his come up, middleweight was kind of not a bad division, like a bad division. He was fighting Derek Brunson on the come up. Like, come on, bro, come on. I think their title reigns specifically are very overrated. And like, yeah, they had 5. I think both of them had 5 defenses, but were the 5 defenses really, like, were they that impressive? I don't know. That's for you to judge. I'm just here to give my thoughts. But that's the video. Let me know what you think about my takes in the comments. Let me know if you think that I'm an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Like and subscribe. We're still at 7 subscribers. We're gonna be the biggest MMA YouTube channel in 2025 though. Watch. It's happening. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you have a great day.